Hey co-reporters, Halyna Hutchins' widow is speaking out about Alec Baldwin's interviews following the death of his wife. And listen, I feel like we all saw this coming, down the line, because what Alec did almost immediately after killing Halyna Hutchins was go on a bit of a media press tour, just openly talking about it to any and everybody. He's on the side of the road talking about it. He went on George Stephanopoulos' show to talk about it, and it felt very kind of dehumanizing to Halyna's memory. Stupid on his part as well, because it is an open criminal investigation, and civil, let's not even get started there, because he is getting sued left and right for it. So those are the kind of talking points that Halyna's widow, Matthew, kind of went through in his interview with Hoda Cobb on the Today Show. So let's get his quotes in black and white, because I do not want to misquote him. He said, first of all, Alec not taking responsibility is absolutely ridiculous. And here's the quote. The idea that the person holding the gun and causing it to discharge is not responsible is absurd to me. But gun safety was not the only problem on that set. There were a number of industry standards that were not practiced, and there were multiple responsible parties. And then when it comes to kind of dehumanizing Halyna by being so graphic about her death and killing her and everything, Matthew had this to say. Watching him, I just felt so angry. I was so angry to see him talk about her death so publicly in such a detailed way, and then not accept any responsibility after having just described killing her. Hearing him blame Halyna in their interview and shift responsibility to others, and seeing him cry about it, I just feel like, are we really supposed to feel bad for you, Mr. Baldwin? Good for you, Matthew. He said everything that I feel like any reasonable person watching Alec Baldwin speak over the years has been saying. Over the past couple of months, has been saying. I feel like I was talking about this in my other videos as well. It's just so callous and pompous and cold-blooded for Alec to be out here talking like this. And then in his big George Stephanopoulos interview, in my opinion, he really did blame Halyna for her own death. He was like, she told me to point here, and I asked her, are you sure? And then she told me, yeah, and then boom, she dies. But I had nothing to do with it. That was it really shook me to my core to hear that. And it is nice to hear that Matthew is, and I quote, pursuing justice every way we can. He absolutely does deserve it, civilly and criminally as well, if the police do find that Alec was criminally responsible for Halyna Hutchins' death. This is all very sad. Like he said, unfortunately, none of this is going to bring Halyna back, but it is an opportunity to kind of, help revolutionize the gun safety in the film industry, because what was going on the set of this film was nothing short of irresponsible, in my opinion. When you think about all of the people who spoke up about the accidental discharges that had been going on, weapon discharges, over the past several months or weeks on that set. You guys, how do you feel about Halyna Hutchins' widow, Matthew, speaking out and speaking against Alec Baldwin's press interview about his wife's death? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.